All right, folks, total return on the high risk portfolio now up 327% year to date. That is 13 times greater than the return of the S&P 500. Okay, turn every 100,000 into $427,000. Not bad in just 10 months. Okay, top performing position over the past 10 months or year to date so far, folks, that has been in ETHE. And it's really neat because so many people don't understand that they can actually buy exposure into Ethereum extremely safely with their stock account. Okay. And if you don't know what this word is yet, folks, mark my word on this and take a picture with your cell phone right now. Okay. This is going to be one of the best performing assets over the next year. Okay. 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. Okay. And it's really cool because you can get exposure to it in your stock account by buying ETHE. You don't have to worry about even setting up a new account, guys. It's so cool. And this is going to be turned into an ETF. So guys, you want to get into this position before it gets turned into an ETF. Why, do you ask? Well, because once it becomes an ETF, folks, it's going to open up an $80 trillion global pension fund market. And well, if you ask what the size of this investment trust is today, easy way to get exposure to it right now, guys, it's only about 10 billion. So think about that. When you open up a market of $80 trillion of potential buyers, I think you're going to see some pretty hot upward movement in Ethereum. Okay. And we are absolutely looking for a $20,000 per coin price point in 2021, or well over 3 times higher than it is today. So get this into your portfolio while it's pulled back, folks. It's going to be rare to get those pullbacks. Do it immediately. Okay. Think that's a good return for 2021? Well, wait until you see what it does in 2020, and more importantly, the next decade. Okay. So really, folks, I really, truly think that buying into ETHE is going to be extremely similar to buying into Microsoft in the early stages. Okay. And Ethereum's been out now, folks, for about 4 years. It's one of the fastest growing pieces of technology on planet Earth. It actually is the fastest growing code set on planet Earth today. Very similar to Microsoft. All they did was harness Linux to change how the world communicates. Apple was really good at doing the same thing. Really interesting too, folks, with Microsoft early on, super volatile asset. It had years where it made 200% and 300% returns. It had years that it pulled back 85% in a year. Okay. But if you were smart enough to understand the technology and the technological aspects of Microsoft, guys, and buy it 4 years into that, you've now made a 2.5 million% return. Okay. And that's percent, guys. Okay. So literally, our whole take is Ethereum is the Microsoft position that was 40 years ago now. So don't miss out on ETHE, guys. Okay. Time it took to follow our 250+% ROI portfolio in 2021, guys, simply 20 minutes. And that ROI is, wow, it's way north of 250% now. It's 327%, as you saw in the first slide. Okay. So just wanted to clarify that really quick, and we will up those numbers eventually. Okay. How many changes have we made to this portfolio to achieve these results using simple ETFs? Guys, we only made 6 changes, and it took our clients less than 20 minutes. And this is so important for our clients that work full time, or hey, maybe they're just really busy with their retirement life and the grandkids and the kids and all that type of stuff. Okay. It's 20 minutes, guys. That's all the time it's taken our clients to follow this portfolio to make insane returns. Okay. So seriously, our savvy investors spent no more than 20 minutes to achieve these results. So you won't need to be staring at a computer or your phone all day. My goal is to make you money with this portfolio during your one-time free trial. This is how we've brought in more than 1,000 clients to our client base today. Now, we're not a massive investment bank like JP Morgan, so we actually limit the number of investors we work with each day. So there's only 3 spots per day. Before the webinar is over today, we'll be giving out 3 $15,000 discounts to the first 3 clients that can work with us. So stay tuned for that special savings and another bonus I'll reveal later. Hey, thus far, our top performing trial student has made $97,000 during their one-time free trial. No joke, guys, $97,000. The coolest thing is, okay, when no one else on the planet Earth was making money in March of 2020, okay, our client Ron, and we're going to show you his screenshot from his Thinkorswim account in just a minute. Okay, he made 97 grand, guys, while the S&P 500 literally crashed over 35%. Okay, and you're probably asking, well, did you guys short? No. We don't short, guys. We simply hedge. We have defensive positions in the portfolio at all times. Okay. So let's show you the proof element first. Okay, so here's literally, guys, like I said, the email that Ron sent in to us. And it was really cool. He sent me a text message. He said, hey, Dean, the profits look great. Check your email. And so I go in and I check my email. I didn't know that the email Ron was sending me was going to show a $97,000 profit. Needless to say, he became one of our clients during his free trial. Okay. So pretty cool, guys. Now, this is another email that Don sent me. Okay. And March 16th is incredibly important in my mind for 2020. Okay. If you're you're obsessing over the stock markets like I do, you might know that the S&P 500 that day, literally, guys, dropped 14% and erased almost $1 trillion. Okay, in money that day. So 14%. Guess what? Our clients, as you just saw from Ron, okay, he was on a free trial. This is an actual client of ours. They were making hand over fist profits. And I got this email from Donald Dickey. Okay, once again, this is on March 16th, guys. So everyone else is getting hammered on this day. Don is writing me this email conversely. Okay, so Dean, today was my first time in my years of trading that I topped a $100,000 profit in one day. Thanks, Portfolio Builder. Sure beats his dividend stock program. Glad you showed me the correct way. And once again, Don was a client. He wasn't on our trial. Okay. It's just really important for you guys to understand the dates, right? And so literally on the worst stock sell-off day since 1929, Don made over 100 grand. Okay. Now you'll probably want a refresher on what our clients have to say in our track records before you test this out today. All right, so with that, guys, I'm going to bring on Jeff Olson here, okay? So really quickly, I think what I'm going to do here, John, and Ryan, is I'm going to actually send that link over to Jeff, okay? I think, I'm not sure, but maybe he wasn't able to get into it today here, and I'm going to send that to him right now so we can see if we can pull him on. Now, John, if you want, bud, you can go ahead until Jeff hops on. You can go ahead and tell people how much you made total since you started waiting in and what your total profits look like as well. But it's really cool, guys. Jeff has now made over 100% working with us. Okay, now Jeff does a blend of our most aggressive strategy, okay, and our least aggressive strategy. Jeff, as of last week, I actually haven't spoke with him yet this week. But guys, no joke, he's up 122% as of his last update to me, okay? He's been working with us since April of 2020, okay? And literally, guys, this is his number. Save it, okay? Write it down, put it in your cell phone, okay? Very, very good. So that's Jeff, guys. And I'm literally putting his cell phone number on the screen so you can call him and say, Jeff, did you really make 122% with your portfolio in the last few years working with Portfolio Builder and their team? It'll be a fun phone call for you guys. Yeah, it's another thing my clients really enjoy, guys. So many people lose fortunes with option trading companies, with swing trading, day trading companies out there. They're all trying to teach the get rich quick overnight. Jeff bought all of them, guys, and he didn't have success for 12 years straight. He spent $25,000 on his education, never made a net return after the price of his subscriptions that he was paying for, right? He spent 25 grand, guys. Okay. And then Jeff met us and he's made 122%. And Jeff has scaled his original investment capital up to what he's using behind us now, guys, literally 5 times. Okay. So he's using 5 times the amount of money he started with in our portfolio. And, if that's not a testament of success, I don't know what would be for you, right? So very good. And I saw that we have Edgar jump in. Edgar, how are you doing this morning, bud?
Doing great. Yourself?
Killer, Edgar. Killer, man. Edgar, if you can, we'd love to hear a live update here on the total profits you've been able to build with us since February of 2021. What does that look like for you today, bud?
Oh, it's looking great. A bit down because of the market. It's not doing so well today specifically, but overall, man, it's been outstanding. Just for the folks that are in this webinar today, perhaps like most of the people that are here today, I joined one day, like you are today. I was a listener, and it was interesting to hear what risk parity and hedging to risk was. Been an investor for a long time, but I was always going for the kill to make a lot of money on one specific trade, and most of the time, you know what happened, right? I was just getting killed on the other side of the trade. But over the years, you learn, and then once I have a little bit of money, I decided that I needed to put some money to work in a safe place, not risking or trying to hit for the fence all the time. And that's when I found you guys. Actually, I should say the other way around. You guys found me through the emails and YouTube and all that. So I watched your video. I kind of caught my eye. I did a lot of due diligence and a lot of research for the folks that are here this morning. I just didn't put my money just because you guys had a good voice and you look pretty. So I took it up on myself to do a lot of due diligence because I have been burned scam in the past. So I said, no, certainly I'm not going to let that happen again with any other service out there. So I'm very, specific now where I put my money to work. So after all that due diligence and research, I found out on my own. I was convinced that you guys were the real deal. That you were offering a very, very awesome product, portfolios that I have never seen before. And the most important thing is that I could sleep like a baby at night, knowing that I was going to be hedged all the time. That if something were to happen in the market or around the world that would crash the market, I had that hedging that will save my accounts and my money. I would lose on the offense, but then the defense would make, the offense plus a little bit more. So I decided to put to work, 5 figures in February uh, with the one of your product, which is called the Save Alpha. And then when I transferred my 401k over from my old custodian, from my old employer, which I worked for 25 years, I did, I had a substantial amount of money, a little bit over 7 figures, 6 figures, 7 figures actually, yeah, 7 figures. So I said, I need to put this money in a safe place because I need to protect this because this is for my retirement, and I want to self direct this money on my own. I don't want to be the custodian keep managing it for me and charging me management fee and performance fee, which that takes away of your money, right? Of the percentage that you make on a yearly basis if you do make money, right? And I said no. With the suggestions from you guys, I went ahead and moved the money over to TD Ameritrade. And by the time I did all that, it was the end of May. Uh, no, mid-May, sorry, mid-May. So once the money was in TD Ameritrade and I was ready to trade it, I decided to go and invest in another program that you have, which is called the Safe Grow Pro, which is for people that have over $500,000 or more to invest, which is the safest portfolio that you have right now that protect your money, and it's always hedged as well. So I decided to invest there, and I said, okay, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to invest 25% each month from May, June, July, and August. From May until August, I bought 25% each month, 25% May, 25% June, 25% July, and I finished the portfolio, my last 25% in August. So I'll take an average of those 4 months, and I said that my portfolio was set up in July. Okay. So if we count from July until today, November 15, I'm over $400,000 on that portfolio, the Safe Grow Pro, plus the Safe Alpha that I set up back in February. Um,
Killer,
something that I
Edgar.
have to, yeah, it's a killer. So something that I forgot to say is that on those 25% that I put to work on each month, I would say that the first 75% were on Safe Grow Pro, and then you guys came up with the combination of Safe Grow Pro plus high risk. So my last 25%, actually, I put it into high risk. So I'll say that my portfolio today is a Safe Grow Pro plus high risk, an 80-20 split. And that's what's delivered for me about $400,000 so far this year. And let me tell you guys, the expectation is that this thing is just going to blow up a lot more once that Ethereum play that we have go through the sky, which is about to happen once they become a safe proof of stake and all that stuff that you're gonna learn when you join the webinars that we hold twice a week
Yeah,
with our CIO.
proof of
So
work, right?
it's just an amazing service.
Cool. Yeah, Edgar, it's man. Well, number one, congratulations, man. $400,000 profit, and willing to hop on the webinar and share that with folks, and just share that hey, you did a lot of due diligence, right? Before
Yes,
you
sir.
invested with us, and very similar, guys. Edgar started with was it 5 figures where you initially started, Edgar? Yeah, I think it was
Yes,
five
sir.
figures, right? And
Mhm.
then you scaled to 6 figures, and then you scaled to 7 figures. Very
That's right.
similar. I remember when we first talked, and I told you, hey, start small and just you're going to climb over time, right? Uh,
Correct.
and yeah, Edgar, that's killer, bud. So 400,000. So that brings you to like 1.6, 1.7 total.
That that's exactly right.
Awesome, Edgar. Do you ever think you were going to
That's what I'm
make
saying.
400,000 in a year with your stock portfolio?
No, no way. There's no way I would have done that. And yeah, and let me tell you this. On top of that, that's on the retirement account, but I'm doing something also on the side with your portfolios, okay? Which is I'm trading your portfolio, specifically the Ethereum and Bitcoin and the oil play, the NREU.
Right.
I am trading those for my cash accounts. That's something that I won't tell people here to do it, but I'm doing it on my own.
Sure.
And I've been able to pull out of the market on top of those 400,000. You can add at least $30,000 more, and that's cash account for paying my house, my car, all my bills.
Yep. Awesome,
Okay,
Edgar.
that's on top of that.
Cool.
So it's unbelievable the product that you guys have. I mean, I've never would have known about you guys if you guys wouldn't send me, that email with the YouTube video that I watch, and then I was like, these guys are onto something. So I'm glad that I found you. Well, and you found me as well, and we established a relationship, and I trusted you guys, and I started, like I said, like you said, step by step, little by little, and now that I'm very confident that this is going to make me a lot of money, I went full in. You know, I have all my money there with you guys. Like Jeff mentioned in one of the other calls, he has all his money, and he doesn't buy any other security other than the ones that you guys tell us to do within the portfolios. So it's just an amazing product, and you won't be trading much, guys. If we make a change on a monthly basis, it's too much, I would say. We've been staying put for a while because these portfolios are set up for whatever is happening in the market with the Feds, printing money and all this craziness that is going on. So it's just beautiful. That's all I have to say. And Dean, if there's people here that have that amount of money that want to put it to work, and they need to talk to someone and feel confident and feel
Yep.
secure that this is going to deliver for them, give them my number and let them call me, and I can show them what I'm doing and what I'm expecting to do, going forward.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and so what we're gonna do, guys, is so it's important to know Edgar's one of our clients. Okay. He's also he helps with our clients that have they initially start with like an annual fee, and what they do is then scale up to our lifetime. Okay. So he's officially joined our team, and Edgar, so happy to have you on the team, man. It was interesting because really with what happened with Edgar, he kind of ran into a bad situation with the employer. Fortune 500 company he was working for, and he basically had some time free up, and he said, "Hey, if I can help you, Dean, with your team, I would love to." So it's pretty cool, guys. Edgar is now the second client we've hired. So it's pretty cool. And so it's always, I think I feel super fortunate that I'm able to pull out of our, literally out of our clients to create new employees. So it's cool. So that's something, if you guys are you sign up with our service, you start making a lot of money, you really understand it. Hey, there might be a potential to pull you onto our team as well, so you can help others make money just like our clients do. Okay. So awesome, Edgar. Thank you so much for the update on that, man. Congratulations on a whopping $400,000 plus profit, but that's awesome. That's not a
Thank you,
not a,
guys.
yeah, not a bad few years worth of retirement there, huh?
Hey, remember, I've done this in less than a year. It's it took me what, over 25 years to build my 401k,
Right.
and in less than a year, I've already made almost 50% of that amount that I built in 25 years. It's just insane. It's just insane, man. It's
Awesome.
insane.
You're outpacing inflation there, Edgar, slightly.
Well, that's what it's all about, because it's gonna get even worse.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, how cool, guys. So that's Edgar. His number is up on the screen, guys. So give him a call. Literally, he'll be happy to, heck, if you ask Edgar for a picture of his $400,000 profit, he'll probably send it to you. Okay. So very cool, guys, and use Edgar as a resource. Okay. So hi, guys. I'm Dean. I want to welcome you to the investing webinar, and just want to help you understand, guys. So this is me right here. Okay, so this is the guy speaking with you on audio, or you might even watch this later on the recorded version that goes to YouTube that thousands of people watch. But I just wanted to really welcome you. Okay, look, I'll let you know, guys. Our clients have, been achieving beautiful success working with us. Okay, and what we're gonna do during your free trial, guys, is stick money into your pocket. Okay, so we're gonna get you the portfolios in just a minute here, guys. And my website is portfoliobuilder.io. It's not .com, it's .io. We're technology dorks. That IO stands for input output. It's basically how the layer 7 of the OSI stack works. Basically how the internet works, as far as most people know it, right? So once again, guys, I want to have you save my personal number to your home phone. Okay. So you can call me at any point. And if you'd like, folks, if you're in the webinar now and you want to send me a text and say, "Hey, Dean, it's Aaron, I was in the webinar." "Hey, Dean, it's Jose, I was in the webinar." "Hey, Dean, it's Robert," or "Hey, Dean, it's Aline." Feel free, guys. 505-322-7515. Okay. So we're all here today to get portfolios built out live. Okay. We give you the portfolio to try free. Just like our marketing video said, literally, guys, we're here to give you that portfolio for free so you can test it out. Now, the total number of positions in the portfolio today, guys, it's just 4 assets. It's so incredibly simple. Okay. 4 assets. It'll take you less than 5 minutes to set up today. Okay. What do you need to join our winning team? Okay. So this is something you might be asking yourself at this point. Okay. So guys, you're going to need a broker account that you can make investment decisions with there. Okay. Really, really simple. And I think if you're in this webinar today, you obviously have a TD Ameritrade account, a Schwab account, Fidelity account, E-Trade, Robinhood. It doesn't matter, guys. Our clients are using their 401ks, IRAs, and individual accounts to grow with us. Now, this is super critical for you to understand, guys. You can use all your accounts without fees for each one. I actually talked to a lady that signed up with us last week that didn't know that she wasn't going to have to pay a fee for every single one of her accounts, like she had done previously with mutual funds and also with a financial advisor. And she loved it, right? and she's now one of our lifetime members. Now you're going to need a cell phone too, folks. Okay, and you're going to need 1 hour a year. So as long as you have a brokerage account, okay, a cell phone, 1 hour a year, and the ability to read, you can use our product, guys. Super, super simple. If you're, if you took the free trial, I'd imagine that you've already have all that stuff in place. Okay. So let's cover some risks, guys. What's the number one unknown risk to US investors today? Okay. It's cash in your account. And as I told Edgar, when we spoke back in 2020, before he made $400,000 with us, guys, as I told him, look, cash is trash, right? And I just flat out asked Edgar one day. I said, "Hey, what does your cash allocation look like?" And he said, "Dean, I'm right now, I'm in the 7 figures in cash." And I said, "Oh man, Edgar, you got to get that restructured." And boy, is he happy he did, right? Because now he's made 400,000. Edgar's smashing inflation. I mean, just no comparison. And heck, probably getting a good decade's worth of retirement, out of heck 6 months. 6 months of letting his money work for him. Well, actually, technically, we're at 9 months here now. So, guys, cash is trash. Okay. And literally, guys, cash over the past 93 years has gone down in value 99%. The S&P 500 since its creation is up 17,500% conversely. Okay, so cash is trash and
Hi.
assets are king. Hey, Sam, how's it going, bud?
Okay, thank you.
Nice. Where are you calling in from today, Sam?
It's from Orange County, Los Angeles.
Oh, cool. Betty's calling in from Los Angeles too. How cool.
Okay.
Yeah, and Sam, are you
So,
invested in a?
what are you recommending today?
Yes, so we're going to see how much money you'd like to test behind it, Sam, in just a few minutes, and we're going to get you that exact portfolio built out. Okay, we just want to show you the proof elements, right, from our clients that have made substantial profits with us, and we want to help you understand that cash is absolutely garbage. So whatever cash you have to put to work today, this is what we're going to help you out with. Okay, and also if you have positions, Sam, that aren't working for you, okay. Maybe you have like a huge one recently this year is a lot of people have had the ARC fund that's down like 45% for the year, right? It was one of the hottest things that people talked about earlier in the year. I try to tell everyone that that's super dangerous. It's way overvalued. And sure enough, it's lost 45%.
Okay.
Yeah. So Sam, do you have cash in one of your accounts or maybe in multiple of your accounts that you can allocate today?
I can allocate some, but the problem is that I have a doctor appointment. I have to be there, and I can talk to you tomorrow. How about that?
Yeah, absolutely, Sam. Give me a call, bud, and we'll get you a customized portfolio and best
Okay,
of luck
great.
at your doctor. Okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah. And do you have my number, Sam?
Oh, yes. No. Would you send it to me, text it to me, please?
You know what? I can't text it to you because
okay. All right.
I don't
I got it because the text you sent is probably has your phone number on it.
So that's not my phone number, bud. That's my company's distribution line.
Okay.
But I'm writing my number on the screen for you. Okay?
Okay.
So it's 505
Yes.
322 7515.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Yep. Absolutely, Sam. Good luck at the doctor, bud.
Yeah.
Okay, bud. Enjoy.
Thank you, buddy. Bye-bye.
Yes, absolutely. We look forward to helping you, Sam.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye. Okay, guys. So very cool. So thank you, Sam, in LA for letting us know that he had to run to a doctor's appointment, but we're going to get him his portfolio. And so just send me a text, Sam, and I'll get that for you, bud. Okay. So guys, seriously, the cash that you have in your financial ecosystem is sitting here on fire. Okay. Why? Well, as Edgar already talked about a little bit, the Federal Reserve is printing money at the fastest pace in US history. Okay. So you can leave your hard-earned money in the fire, and boy, I love helping people understand that it's absolutely on fire right now. Okay, guys, or you can learn to invest it safely today. And that's the intention of our portfolio. Now, we're going to go ahead and run a poll, folks. Okay. And I'm going to launch that for you guys right now. Okay. So we can help you really understand what your cash fire is today. So please respond to the poll. Okay, folks. So in your Zoom technology, guys, ladies and gentlemen, there is a new a new thing that just popped up. Okay. And there's 2 questions in the poll. Really easy. It'll take you just seconds to fill this out. It's completely anonymous too. So investors, it's critically important to review how much cash the Federal Reserve is burning in your ecosystem. So let's seriously think about the cash you have sitting in your brokerage/bank accounts today in this exercise. So if you have less than $25,000 in the cash fire, guys, go ahead and select that answer. If you have between $25,000 and $50,000 in the cash fire, go ahead and select that answer. If you have between 50 and 100,000 in the cash fire, go ahead and select that answer. Okay, if you have between $100 and $200,000 in the cash fire, go ahead and select that answer. If you have $200,000 to $500,000, go ahead and select that answer, folks. Okay. Now, if you have $500,000 to $1 million, that cash fire is getting bigger for you. Go ahead and select that answer. And then if you have between 1 million and 5 million in the cash fire today, folks, go ahead and select that answer as well. All right. The second question in the poll, folks, is why are you letting your cash burn today? Okay. First selection you can choose from is I honestly had no idea inflation is burning my cash at the fastest pace in US history. Second selection is I'm looking for a safe portfolio or system to invest with currently. And if you are, awesome and welcome home. Okay. If you had big losses in 2000, 2008, and 2020, and you're hesitant due to that, hey, I understand. You're going to love risk parity if that's the case. Okay. And also, guys, if you just fired a money manager, liquidated a mutual fund, go ahead and select that answer as well. It's been interesting. We've been stealing clients from Fisher literally nonstop for the past 3 years since we started our 100% employee-owned firm, folks. So, if you have an advisor like Fisher, you're only making 7 or 8% a year with them when inflation's 15%. You probably don't want part of that ecosystem anymore. I get it. I surely would not want into that. Okay. Now, guys, we're going to cover a few more things. And so awesome, guys. Looks like a couple people are responding to that poll. Okay. And once again, guys, this poll is 100% anonymous. Don't worry about, look, if you guys say you have $1 million cash fire, we're not going to know who you are. Okay. We're just going to get a good feel for where people are in the webinar here today. Okay. So perfect. For the person that selected, they had between 100 to 200,000 in cash. We'll get you a portfolio built. And if you want to use 150 or 170 or whatever the number is, we'll get you an exact portfolio to build out today, folks. Okay. So very good. So we're going to touch on a couple of things really quick, guys, on 2 rules, right? So number 1 thing I want you to take away from this webinar, Ray Dalio's famous quote that I love, cash is trash. Number 2, I want you to understand why it's trash, okay? Because the Federal Reserve is printing money at the fastest pace in US history. Could be around $8 trillion we print this year. We'll see how it all finishes out, okay? And I also want you to understand, guys, this rule right here. This is a rule that Warren Buffett taught me when I was in my early 20s after I just had the most painful lesson I've ever had in the stock market, okay? Rule number 1, never lose money. Rule number 2, don't forget rule number 1. Now, how can you ensure that you never lose money on your long assets? Well, you simply build a defensive. We're going to teach you all about that in just a minute. Okay. So very good. Oops. Okay. And so let's go ahead and hop to the next slide here, folks. Okay. And look, I want to put this up. This is a new one as well. Time is your friend. Impulse is your enemy when it comes to investments in the market. Take advantage of compound interest and don't be captivated by the siren song of the market. This is another quote from Mr. Buffett. So Dalio and Buffett are the 2 most successful investors of all time. So Jason and I have been furiously studying them our whole life. Okay. But guys, literally just remember this: time is your friend. Impulse is your enemy. Okay. Just like everything else in life. Every time you make some stupid knee-jerk decision with your spouse, you end up, not being happy about it. Anytime you make some knee-jerk decision about a position you're in with your job or with your company, and it doesn't work out good, you realize that, I should have thought about that more. And boy, I should have just gave that some more time. Okay. Be smart, guys. Invest like the billionaires and take advantage of compound interest, and don't be captivated by the siren song of the markets. Period. Okay. Who came up with that statement? Warren Buffett, guys. the most successful investor of all time. Okay, so now that we have your MIME framed correctly, okay, we love to sleep like babies at night, knowing we're using risk management to protect our hard-earned nest egg. So proper risk management provides consistency and reduces stress. Okay. Now, John, I want to thank you kindly for creating this for me, bud. So we're going to look at two assets. We're going to look at the S&P 500, and we're also going to look at UVXY. Okay. And I'm going to use two different colors, folks, to draw and outline these charts. Okay. So what we're looking at here, guys, is a chart. And what we're going to do first is take a look at the S&P 500. So here comes the S&P 500. Here it goes. Oh, big old crash. Okay, that was the December massacre, they called it. Okay, and oh, gets recovered though. Here we come. Fed makes a magical adjustment to the rates. And guess what, guys? Everything's going good. Everything's hunky-dory. And boom, COVID hits. Woof. Fastest stock market sell-off we've ever seen at the rate of 35%. Okay. Now, this is also going to help you understand that the Fed controls the markets. Okay. So literally, guys, the Fed did two things in these points of time. Okay. Right here, the Fed lowered interest rates. Right here, and boy, is the reaction way more violent and bullish. And will continue to be, guys. The Fed starts quantitative easing here. Okay, this is in 2020, marked the dead nail bottom the day that they started printing the money. And in 2018, the day it marked the dead nail bottom is when they said that they're gonna lower rates. Weird. Well, a lot of people don't understand this, guys, but between the Federal Reserve and our administration, they control our $120 trillion bond market, stock market, value of the precious metals market, and the value of the US dollar. They're punishing you to own bonds. They're punishing you to own precious metals, and they're punishing you to own cash right now. And they control the system. Okay. Our clients are benefiting from how they have rigged the system. Okay. So very good, guys. And it looks like we did have a great amount of people respond to that poll there. So I do appreciate everyone's time to do that. Okay, and I have a good feel for the room here. It looks like so far everyone has under 500,000 in the cash fire today. So very, very good. Okay, and if you do have more than 500,000, guys, go ahead and make that selection in the poll. Okay, and while you guys do that, I'm going to outline the most important part of our presentation today. Okay, so the next asset, guys, in the portfolio is UVXY. Now, what this is, folks, is a position that you can, with seconds, add to your portfolio today to literally bulletproof it. Okay. And so pretty cool. So this does the exact opposite of the S&P 500. And look, guys, when we get these volatility spikes, okay, when the stock market crashes, boy, this asset just rolls hard to the upside. Okay. So very cool. So once again, green line is the S&P 500. Purple line is UVXY. Okay. Now I'm going to clear off the drawings on the S&P 500 really quickly. Okay. And I want you guys to understand one thing here. Okay. This asset, as the S&P 500 cratered, okay, 35% here as this falls. Okay, UVXY, or our volatility hedge, some people call it our insurance policy, skyrocketed up 1,187%. Incredible. So folks, if you have that position in place, guess what? We can protect all the long side assets and make money from stock crashes. It's pretty cool. And it's an ETF. You don't have to use options, guys. It's super simple. Now, many non-billionaire investors don't understand hedging risk, okay, aka long positions. However, this is what helps our investors sleep like babies at night. In fact, some of our biggest gains have been delivered by existing hedging for massive profits when the market tanks. Okay, and look, folks, we're not looking for a stock crash. Okay, and it's really important to understand that. Okay, but We don't know when World War III is going to hit. Okay. That's something that we'll never have the intel for, but we don't need it because once again, guys, we have our defensive position in place. Okay. So we're already set. We're set the jet, as we like to say. Okay. JK asked the normal question at this point. Do you see a crash coming? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not, JK. I see a melt up coming to all risk assets and especially cryptocurrencies. Okay, because they're still the smallest asset class today, and it has the best technology in the world. Is no longer in Fortune 500 companies, guys. It's literally in cryptocurrencies, and all the Fortune 500 companies are building the new AI, robotics, big data analytics, you name it, guys. Everything that we're going to use in the next year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years is all being built on Ethereum right now. It's really, really cool. Okay. All right. So let's review some proof from our clients together, right? And then let's also review the track records, right? So we can get you guys really confident before you start allocating money so we can put some money into your pockets. Okay. So let me go ahead, guys, and go over to that testimonials page just really quickly. Okay. And so what I'm going to do, guys, is actually just log in really quick. I'm going to go to my testimonials page. Okay. I will pull this up. We're going to listen to 2 quick testimonials, guys, and then we're going to go through the rest of the webinar. Okay. So it's pretty cool. And you can come into these testimonials and you just hit the play button.
Can you hear me, Jay?
Yes, sir. How's it going, Philip?
Going very well, thank you. Enjoying the market. I thought I mentioned that I'm up 18,000 or 25% since I started.
Way to go. Great job.
So it's pretty cool, guys. You can come through here, okay, and click on these. Now I'm going to play one from Mark in Dallas. Mark, how much are you up today, bud?
I'm up 83,000 today.
Yeah, baby.
And that's on top of 39 yesterday.
Woohoo!
35 yesterday.
Awesome.
Yeah. Hey, thank you, because I would not be in this positions if it weren't for you. I'd probably be losing money today.
I love it, Mark. Well, hey, bud, I told you we're gonna take the thrill out of the market for you. All right. Also, guys, Don. Once again, we looked through this earlier, but here's the same email that he wrote us, making 100,000 in one day. Okay, during that stock crash, guys, on March 16th. So cool, 2020. Stock market literally has the worst crash day it's had since 1929. Our clients are sitting here bragging about how much money they're making. Why? Because of the defensive side of the portfolio and we manage risk. Okay, so let's go get you guys the track records now to take a look at. Ooh, good. And we got a good pullback on the portfolio here, guys, from last week. God, it's a good day to build this out. And literally, guys, if you're watching this on either the live version or on the YouTube, this is the best opportunity. Literally, today is the best opportunity we've had to build out this portfolio this entire month so far. So get it done today. All right, guys, total return on the high risk portfolio, 325.31%. Okay, so I'm just going to write this number up here so everyone can see it a little bit bigger because I know that might be small for you. So 325.31% is the live up-to-date number of our total profits. All right, so that turns every $100,000 into $425,000 profit. Not too bad. Okay, so that's our most aggressive strategy, guys. That's what we're going to give you if you have less than $500,000 to invest and to test out with our portfolios today. Now, if you folks, though, have more, okay, than $500,000, I'm actually going to recommend a different portfolio for you. I'm going to recommend what we call the 90-10 blend. Okay, so this is where, guys, the year-to-date return obviously isn't nearly as high because we're going after more defense, more diversification. Okay, and this is also where you position in the largest stocks and stock markets in the world. Okay, but look, guys, this is so cool. This portfolio is up 38.24% for the year. Incredible. Less volatility than the S&P 500, guys, and it's outperforming massively. Okay, and a killer October, killer November. Boy, wait till you see what December and the rest of November does too. Okay, But so our clients that are using over $500,000 behind us, guys, they really like to take on a little bit less risk, and they love this 90-20 blend where it blends the pro and our high risk. Okay. So pretty cool. And our pro guys, we've been running that for 3 years straight now. That's where our clients are parking 6, 7, and 8 figures behind us. Okay. And typically, guys, our clients that are doing the high risk program, they typically, 90% of them have less than $500,000 to invest. Okay. But just good to give you guys an idea of how everything does perform. So if you do have over $500,000, guys, we'll be happy to get you that 90-10 blend portfolio that we do have. Okay. So very good. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and hop back into the slides here. Now, very, very good. So now that you know about our track records, about our team, that Edgar's now made $400,000, in a few months working with us, I want to take the time to introduce you to my team. Okay. So first off, guys, I'm going to introduce you to the partners of the firm. Okay. Jason Cox is the Chief Investment Officer. He's really the guy that's calling the shots on our portfolios and getting our clients those incredible returns this year. Okay. My name's Dean Gallagher, folks. I'm in the middle here. I'm the Chief Investment Consultant. I've been honored to help more than 1,000 clients with our portfolios. And we also have Ryan. He's our Technical Director. Okay. That really helps make things super easy for you all to use. Okay, guys, and really honored that I have 2 of my good friends working with us as well. So, guys, I've got now to where our product is too popular. I'm actually too busy to talk with all of the incoming volume of calls that come in. Okay, so I've recently brought on John, okay, and Edgar. And it's pretty cool. John was saying he made more in a month than his IRA did in the last year. Edgar was saying he's made more in 9 months here than he has in 20 years previous. So it's pretty cool. And so they're going to help you guys and be a resource for you as well. Okay. So now that you know how we perform and understand why our clients happily pay for our service, let's get you a portfolio now so we can stick some money into your pocket. If you'd like an exact amount to test drive, let me know. Okay, all you need to do is buy the exact number of shares we recommend with your brokerage account. This way you can buy the best assets to own immediately and test drive risk parity for the first time. But it will take less than 5 minutes for you to make the purchases. Okay. Okay, you now understand that this safety and the fact that cash is trash. So how much would you like to test drive with us? Let us know if you want to use 50, 100, 250,000, 500,000, or 2 million. Just let us know and we'll get you the portfolio. We don't care what amount it is for you guys. And look, if you only have $50,000 to invest, or if you only have 25,000, just let us know what that is, guys. We'll be more than happy to get you a portfolio built. Okay. All right. So to get your massively bullish portfolio, simply type in the following information to the chat box right now. Okay. Number 1, guys, the amount you'd like to invest. So it doesn't matter if that's, the amount for you. It doesn't matter if it's, like I said, 50,000, 100,000, 250,000, $500,000, $2 million, guys. It doesn't matter. Just let me know, number 1, the amount. Okay. Number 2, type in your cell phone and email, folks. So John and I can send you that text and that email. Okay, so you'll have it handy so you can build out the portfolio here today, guys, and you'll have to interact to get that. Okay, and then also, guys, type in the full name, right? So, so very good. And if anyone has a question, guys, feel free to hop in. And it looks like we have about 20 people in, and so feel free, guys. Any questions at all? Jump in and ask those. All of your microphones are unmuted, so we can speak freely here. Okay. And you all have the ability to type into the chat box. Okay. So once again, guys, you're going to type in number 1, the money you want to use. Number 2, cell and email. Okay. And number 3, you're going to type in your full name. That's it, guys. Once we have that in place, guys, we'll be able to send you your portfolio built out, because we're not going to Yeah. Hey, how's it going? Hello? How are you doing today, bud? Oh, I think we had someone unmute the microphone for just a second. Okay. And yeah, guys, if you have any questions at all, feel free to go ahead and unmute your microphone. Okay. And Ashok, did you have a question there, bud?
220.
Oh, 220? Okay. Nice. And Ashok, do you have the ability to type into the chat box your email, cell phone, and your full name, bud?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Type that in for me, Ashok, and we'll get you the screenshot. And I'm going to get to work on my side building out that portfolio for 225,000. Okay. So what I'm going to do, guys, is now go to my position calculator. Okay. And get that typed out. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to exit the full screen here, folks. Okay. What I'm then going to do is simply split up these screens here. So you're going to understand what you need to do, right, to type in so we can get you the portfolio built out. And then what I'm going to do here on this other side too, guys, is set up these windows, okay, to where we can get you the portfolio built out. Perfect. Give me just 1 minute here, guys. Now I'm also going to put my number up here and John's number up here while we do this, guys. Okay. So let's see here. So we'll put up the high risk portfolio. Okay. And what we're going to do here is just block this stuff out so you guys don't get confused on all the other assets. Okay. And what I'm going to do for Ashok here, guys, is get him his screenshot for 225,000 as soon as he types in his information. Okay. So Ashok, I'm going to go ahead and screenshot this right now for you, bud. So on the 225,000 guys, you're going to be using UVXY. Okay. Ashok's going to be buying 610 shares there. Okay. He's also going to be buying, so that way he has his crash insurance. Okay. And his defense, okay, is going to be right there. Now his offense, I'm going to put in green. Okay. Because this is our long side offensive plays. Okay. And he's going to know exactly how many shares of each asset to buy. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do now, folks, is take a screen cap of that and I'm going to send it to Ashok. And as soon as I have his email and cell phone, I'll additionally text him and email it to him as well. Okay. So I'm going to hit the button here to upload this for Ashok. Okay. And Ashok, that is coming to your Zoom chat box right now, bud. And then once, okay. Okay, cool. Very good. And Saeed wants to do 35,000 as well. Awesome, Saeed. Thank you for typing that in, bud. We'll get you next there. Okay. Perfect, guys. I love when we get a highly interactive webinar. That just means we can stick more money in your pockets. Okay. So Ashok, I'm sending you the, here's the 225K allocation. That is in your chat box, bud. All right. So make sure to get all those assets to work, guys. Okay. So very, very good.
Hello.
Hey, Yao, how's it going?
I have a couple friends interested in the program. They have a common question. They think I think you could, you are very qualified to mention, to let me know. Is that now the market is too high to get into if it's from a new
Yeah, no, absolutely
investment
not. Yeah.
level?
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Yeah. And you know, I remember you had the same question, right? And you started with us about a year ago, right? Yeah.
Before.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So no, yeah. Just like we told you, look, the TQQ wasn't too high and you still want to buy it now. Okay. Same thing with all of these portfolios, bud. You want to absolutely get them built out right now.
Now, right. So now it's still good to get into the program.
Yes, sir.
For them, still safe to get into the program.
Yes, sir. You got it, bud.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, it's just since you're here, And is the marijuana stock start to turn up again?
Yeah, exactly, bud. Yep. So there was a big inflow that actually went in last week. So yeah, I was mentioning one of our portfolios. He's actually one of our clients, guys. That's really starting to get some inflow right now. But you want to have all the positions in there, right? As you well know.
All
at
the
this point.
position, yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Right. So you're including the marijuana stock things like the MJ edition, right?
Yep. Just by the exact portfolio that's in the website, bud. Yep. And then any questions on the client side webinars, yeah, ask those with Jason on Tuesdays and Fridays. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and then yeah, your friends,
Yeah.
bud, that want to make money like you are, right? Tell them to call me. I'm gonna put my number on the screen for you. Okay. So very good. So it's 505 whoops, actually that was the wrong one. I'm actually putting my old number on there. I'm sorry guys, hold on one second. It's 505 322 7515. Okay. Yep. Yeah. So have your buddies give me a call, bud. We'd love to help them too.
Okay. 7517. Okay. 7515. Okay. Good. Thank you.
Yep. My pleasure. Yeah. JK typed in, why do you give your strategy away for free? Yeah, JK, it's a great way to build trust, bud. Putting money in people's pocket is never a bad way to build some trust with them in a financial relationship, right? So very, very good. Okay, guys. So beautiful. And what I'm gonna do here is clear off some of these drawings. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna get SRs for 35,000 folks. Okay. And you guys are gonna see here how the share price is now gonna change. Okay. Okay, cool. James Levy said, hey guys, saw the link and signed on. Awesome, James. Good to see you back here, bud. Okay. All right, guys. Now we're going to do the allocation for the gentleman named SR. Okay. For $35,000 is the amount he's going to put to work. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and grab that. So 35,000. This is going to be for SR, and SR, thank you kindly for typing in that information perfectly. Right. So to get your portfolio, guys, it's really important to follow these steps right here. Right. So number one, let us know the amount. Number two, the cell phone and your email and your full name. Okay. And then what I do, folks, is come over to our position calculator. Now this is going to be tiny, so you're not going to be able to see this well on your screen, but I'm doing that on purpose, guys, because I don't want to reveal too much on the webinar here today. But for all those people that are engaged, we want to get them a portfolio so they can make as much money as possible during their one-time free trial. Okay. So very good, team. And so I'm going to send this over to SR right now in the chat box, SR. Okay, I'm going to hit that upload button. And then I'm going to go ahead and copy it over to you. Okay. And we will get that to you any second here. Okay. Very, very good. And I might have to actually erase something so I can grab this. The way the overlays work. Weird. Okay. Okay. And John, do you have that sent over to SR, bud? To Saeed?
Still waiting for you to post that.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with I don't know. I can't access I think oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, no, I can't do anything. How weird. I think the text stalled on me. Okay. Yeah, if you could send him that for 35, John.
Yeah, not a problem.
Okay. Perfect, bud. Okay, I'm just going to try that. I don't understand why it's doing that. Weird. Okay, cool. Well, SR, John's sending that to you right now. And thank you, Saeed, for typing in on that, bud.
Thanks.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely, bud. Look forward to seeing how much you make.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Let me, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Okay. Do you have a plan where you can reinvest, your investments back into the system and, like say extend it next 10 years and see, how much approximately you will be making? Is that possible, or is it?
Yeah, so great question, SR. So what I'm going to do, bud, is go to a different slide here. Okay. So great questions. And let me clear off some drawings here, guys. Okay. And SR had a great question. So I'm going to erase a few things here and walk him through our different portfolios. So as a client, SR, you're going to get access to these four portfolios. Okay. Now we're going to give you the high risk, right, which has been by far our most popular because it's produced the most return. Right. Okay, that one's aiming for a minimum return of 100% annually. Okay, so the 35,000 that you're putting behind that, I think at minimum you should double your money with that portfolio. Even though we're up 327%, and I just told you, like we're looking for our number one asset in that portfolio to more than triple over the next year. I want to be extremely conservative with you because I know once I blow your expectations there, SR, that you're probably going to bring me some friends and some family members, right? So I'm going to set your expectations incredibly low, and I look forward to blowing them out with time.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's better to project on a conservative side, and then it can go up way beyond that. That's but I agree with you. Yes.
Okay, beautiful, bud. Yeah, and great question too. Thank you for a wonderful question. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Yep. Safe Alpha, Saeed. Okay, that's also designed to get our clients a 25% return. Now, this one, it's total return year to date. Okay, I think the last time I looked at it was about 35%. Okay, so we love to over deliver. Okay, this one's going to be much more diversified. Okay, now when we go to the Pro, it's specifically engineered, guys, to follow Ray Dalio's global fund. Our effort here, okay, and our intent is to get you 15 to 20% return there, with as little volatility as possible. Okay, and that has now returned about 13% for the year, and confident it will smash through get right into its 15 to 20% level it's done for the past 3 years. Same with Safe Alpha. It's already well over the 25%, but we're not going to just turn it off for the year. We're going to keep printing those profits. Okay. And the Bootcamp Core, I don't know because I actually don't look at it, but I think it's kind of roughly sitting around 40% return for the Bootcamp Core. Okay. And that's looking for a 50% annualized return. Okay. So great questions. Saeed, really, really good questions, but I think that's going to be really helpful for the whole group to understand. Okay, so the Bootcamp Core is looking for 50%. Okay, and it's somewhere around 40 today. The top 3 portfolios I know incredibly well. I don't, the Bootcamp Core stuff, I just don't do or follow. Okay, because really, if you're in this one, and this one, you have everything, right?
Excuse me, Dean, does this discount your drawdowns?
Yeah, that's with the drawdowns factored in, right? Because we don't buy and sell. We just hold the portfolios long. These numbers that are up here, bud, that's of course with the drawdowns. Okay, so 327% builds in the months that were bad for the portfolios. The 35% that were up in Safe Alpha already has those months built into that performance. Same with the Safe Growth Pro, already all built into all of those numbers. Okay, and same thing with the Bootcamp Core.
Right.
Yep.
So basically, you could do like this. I mean, for example, if I want to aggressively build the portfolio, go in for a few years with the high risk, and then switch to something like Safe Alpha.
Absolutely, you nailed it, Saeed. That's what I was just going to tell you to do. So that's why we recommend the high risk, high return right during the free trial. because we're confident that that's just going to print you guys profits into Christmas. Okay. And then, so like with you, start with 35,000. I think you're going to make minimum of 10% into the end of the year here. Okay. Absolute minimum. That will cover more than the cost of our annual fee. Okay. And it's just a cool way to start working together. Right. Yeah. And what I tell people too, Saeed, is once they've made with the high risk over 500,000, then start grabbing this Safe Growth Pro or start grabbing some allocation to the Safe Alpha. Okay. But yeah, that's kind of what I do personally, right? I start a new small account, grow it to where it's a substantial account, scale down the risk as it gets bigger. Okay.
Okay, got it.
Okay, cool. Wonderful questions. Any additional questions to those? Okay, cool. Okay, awesome. Very good. Okay, so who is next, guys, to get those portfolios built out? Okay, so we've, oh, it looks like Elaine would like to do 10,000. Nice, Elaine, and thank you for typing all that in. And Elaine, I remember speaking with you last week, so hello, good to see you back. Okay, so once again, we just need to know what we have up here, guys. Okay, and I'm gonna just push this over here. Okay, and what we're gonna do for Elaine is do the 10. Oh, looks like John already got that for Elaine, so very cool. I'm gonna try this. Yeah, I don't know what in the world, why it's doing that. Huh. How weird. I can't send my screenshots out today, but it's all good because we got John here to do that. Okay, cool. Now, anyone else? So let's see here. We got Saeed, we got Ashok. Let's get Eileen, Guga, JK, Jose Luis, Lan, Paul, James Levy, Matilli, Joseph, Robert. Let's get you guys a portfolio built out. Just let us know. Number one, right? Once again, how much you'd like to invest. Number two, type in the cell phone and email. Number three, type in that full name, guys. Well, then, it doesn't matter if you want to test, 500,000 on this. Okay. Or if you want to test, $5 million, guys. Okay. It's really simple. That's going to simply recalculate the total number of positions to buy. Okay. Maybe you want to, because you have 140,000 in your IRA account that you self-direct. You want to do exactly that. So we'll give you the 120. Okay. JK says, I'm afraid I'll be getting in at a top. I will watch you for now. Yeah, JK, absolutely not a top, bud. This is absolutely an infancy of the best and fastest growing technology on planet Earth. Okay. If you wait around on buying this portfolio, you're going to watch it just smoke everything you're doing with your investments to the upside. And I mean, just smoke it. Guys, as we were talking about earlier, Ethereum is currently trading, before we came on the webinar, I think it was 4,600 a coin. Okay. But guys, we're looking for Ethereum to go to $20,000 a coin next year. Okay. If the current trend continues, and we're pretty confident it will, guys. Okay. We really think we're going to see Ethereum at $20,000 a coin, or more than well over 300% higher than it is today. So if you want to miss out on that, JK, wait. Think, look, guys, the whole technical analysis thing is so stupid. It really is. I can't tell you that I can't tell people enough that there's no billionaires investors on planet Earth that even use technical analysis. So I understand you guys have all bought courses that, cost 20 grand to understand a chart and how to read it. It doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't work. And the billionaires don't do it. What the billionaires do is what I'm showing you on the screen right now. Okay. They counterbalance their long side asset risk. Well, how do you do that with your account today with the 140,000? This is exactly what you do. Okay. You put 62% in Ethereum, fastest growing technology on planet Earth right now, disrupting every single sector on planet Earth, being used by all the huge companies on the planet. Okay. Hedge that exposure with oil and gas. Okay. Hedge that exposure with rare earth metals. So now you've counterbalanced the long side asset risk. Okay. And then guys, you go in there and add your crash protection on top of that. So we don't care about buying a top land or a quote unquote top. I don't think it's a top. I don't know how to be more clear about that. I think what you're seeing right here, guys, is the best entry opportunity that you're going to see in the next 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, and 20 years on Ethereum specifically. And that's going to be the asset we never sell in the portfolio. Okay, how do we counterbalance it for now? Well, with oil and gas and with rare earth metals. Okay, it's really, really cool. Awesome, guys. Okay. So yeah, in JK, I'd be happy to get you a test for, just 20,000 or 50,000 or something. If you don't want to put in, I don't know, the more you can test, guys, the more you can make. So I would just tell you, the more you can use, the better off you're going to be. Okay. If we get a stock crash, great. We'll make money from it. I don't think we're going to have one once again. And I want to be extremely clear about that. But if we do, cool. We'll make money from it again. Okay, cool. Nice. And Lan wants to do a 10,000 build out. So John, did you already get Lan that build out for 10,000, bud?
No, I'll get it now.
Okay, cool. Can you see all of her information in the chat box?
No, I think she's sending it just to you.
Okay. Let me post it over to you, bud. It's in your chat now, John. Cool. Bingo. That's easy to fix. Okay. Awesome. So Land, John's gonna get your allocation for the 10,000.
You sent me that's for Elaine Dean. I'm confused.
Yeah, well, her screen name is Lan. But
okay.
That's
okay.
her.
Then I already sent it. So we're good.
Oh, perfect. Perfect, dude. Thank you, John. Sweet. Okay, guys. So yeah, look, guys, I just want to just caution you, don't wait on this portfolio. Do not wait on building this thing out. Literally, guys, I was talking about this earlier in the presentation. Buying Ethereum today is like buying Microsoft 4 years after it started publicly, after it was available to invest into publicly. It was ultra volatile at its start. Okay, only the tech nerds knew that it was going to be an incredible opportunity. I'm the tech nerd that's here today to tell you folks, this is the best opportunity over the next decade, the next year, and the rest of your life. Okay. And it's so cool, guys, because even in your stock account, without having to go through all the security hassles and rigmarole of opening up the investments accounts, you guys can buy ETHE. And once again, guys, you want to buy this before it turns into an ETF. They've already started filing the initial paperwork for that to happen. Okay, I've been telling people in these webinars throughout the year that, look, guys, that approval is probably going to happen, I'm going to say within the next 5 years. Okay, I think 5 is extremely conservative. I think I could probably, be confident with pulling that approval to the ETF within the next, I'm going to pull that, start pulling it down to the next 3 years. Okay. When that happens, guys, you got to understand that this is only a $10 billion fund. Okay. That's in ETHE. When that becomes an ETF, guys, it opens up an $80 trillion market that can now buy this asset for the first time. If you're smart, you front run that. Okay. If you want to own the technology that's currently changing the world, how everything in technology is being made, you want to own this. If you want an opportunity like buying Microsoft 40 years ago before it went up 2.5 million%, you want to buy this. Okay. Literally, guys, I can't tell you how many people have wrote me, text me, and emailed me saying that they've made absolute fortunes with this position. We're just getting started, guys. Think of it as the first half of an inning in a 9-inning baseball game. That's where we are. Maybe even the first out of the entire game. That's where I can compare where we are with this technology and the growth of the asset. And the coolest thing is, guys, 90% of the world doesn't even understand it. And that is a massive advantage for us and our clients. Okay, cool. Okay, anyone else? So looks like we got Elaine. And Elaine, great to see you in here. Love to see that you're getting started with the portfolio. Okay, cool. All right, guys. So yeah, anyone else, guys, type in the amount you'd like to start making money with, the cell phone and the email, guys. Look, guys, don't be like Edgar and wait around, guys. Edgar waited from November to actually February when he signed up with us. And he's told me a few times and on the webinars here, guys, he's missed out now on at least a $250,000 profit because he waited for a few more months and wanted to watch us. Guys, don't cost yourself a $250,000. Put that money to work today. Okay, cool. Awesome. And Edgar, if you'd like to say hello to the crowd too, bud, and just kind of walk them through what that story looked like for you. I think that'd be incredible. And I know, hey, Edgar, I know he said, hey, it's a $250,000 that I would have in my account, but man, I'm glad I did it. And so now that you have a $400,000 profit, I don't think you'd care about missing out on the 250, right? Cool. So Edgar might have had to run, guys, but you can rewind the video and hear his earlier testimonials. Cool. Okay, guys, I think we got everyone built out. Now, I want to. Hey, Edgar, how's it going?
I'm still here.
Nice. Yeah, Edgar. So, what was it that you hesitated about? Right, just so everyone else can help understand a little bit why they hesitated and why that cost you $250,000.
Well, before I joined you guys, I had, spent, I'll say over $25,000 different services over the years. And, you always get into those services with the hope that you're going to make money and then someone is going to help you, giving you supposedly the best stock out there, the best option. I tried them all up. And what I found out over the years is that these folks out there, what they do is they run front you. They tell you, okay, go ahead and buy this stock or buy this option. But by the time you go and log into your account and buy that specific option or specific stock, they are already selling, and then you become a back holder. So, yep. When I found out that, these guys are just, getting your money because they want you to sign up, but they don't deliver on their product. And I said, you know what? Portfolio Builder came across and I said, nope, I'm not getting scammed here. So I have to do a lot of due diligence, research, find out who these people are, where they're from, what kind of portfolios or product they're offering. And I have to, test it out with funny money at first. So I did that, like you said, from November to November 2020 till February 2021. And man, I said, I remember I kind of set up like a dummy account in TD Ameritrade because you can do that with funny money. And when you guys gave me the first portfolio like you're doing today for free back in November, I said, okay, what would have happened if I put $500,000 on it? And I just watched it until February when I decided to put my money behind the strategies, and that 500,000 ran into almost 800,000 from November till February 2021. So I was like, that hurt. That hurt because that would have been money. That would have been money in my pocket. But hey, I'm okay with it, and because I needed to convince myself that you guys were the real deal, that you were legit, that you were real people. Things of that nature, and that I wasn't gonna get scammed again. So I needed to be not 100%, 1,000% sure that I was putting my money behind a reliable product, service, that they were not just up until to get my money just to sign up and that's it, like some of these services, and that I would never talk to anyone there. I needed to find out how you guys are picking those ETFs, how are you putting those portfolios together, based on what? And when I understood that, our CIO, that's what he does for a living. I mean, this is his job. So I said, wow, this is what I like. And then just the fact that we get to hear him twice a week for like an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours, and he is preparing us ahead of time and telling us why, he has the portfolios that he has, and based on the micros and the micros of the market. And then I started understanding why he's investing and protecting for inflation and all these other assets. I was like, wow, I'm not only making money, Dean, I'm learning to read the market behind the scenes, which is what some of the other products, they don't teach you, because they only teach you supposedly to trade. And like you said earlier, technical analysis, I know that. I actually went to a school. I was just talking to John last week to learn how to trade, and they taught me, and I paid top money for that. I tell you that. And they taught
Sure.
me all these other stuff that I know what's behind the scenes. Okay.
Yeah.
But
Isn't it?
when you actually find something like this that teach you actually the ins and outs of the market, how really the market works, and why these products are put together the way they are, from Jason, it's just unbelievable. Nobody out there, nobody will teach you why they're picking their portfolios based on what. But here, you will know why Jason is picking those portfolios based on the information that it's clearly in front of us. But of course, we don't have the time to look it up. But Jason, that's what he does for the company.
Yep. Yeah, and Edgar, thank you for being an additional set of eyes on the assets for us and for our team. And John, thank you. We're just building an army here, guys, of people that are constantly watching the market, and it's a blast. And it's just really cool to to see how much you all have learned really pretty quickly. And boy, has that translated into a lot of profit too. Holy moly. And a lot of confidence, Edgar. And I think a perfect kind of testimonial too, guys. Edgar started with, what was it, like 50 grand, I think, Edgar, or something like that, or 40 grand with one of your accounts?
100,000.
Okay. So with 100,000, and how much are you using behind us now?
About 1.3.
Okay, cool. So you guys, Edgar scaled up 13 times where he started with us, total investment capital. So that's incredible. And what a testament, right, Edgar? Started with 100, is now using 7 figures behind us, right?
Yeah.
Just
And
neat.
I would have, yeah, and I would have not done this if I wouldn't convince myself that you guys were delivering a good product. I tell you, I wouldn't. Like I said, I've been trading the market for a long time, and I could have, trade that money on my own, but of course I didn't want to jeopardize that. I wanted to put in a secure, safe place,
Sure.
following the the Ray Dalio portfolio. And when I found that, I said, okay, here it's where I'm gonna park my money. I'm gonna let it grow step by step, little by little, following Jason's advice. And I don't, just follow what he's saying. When he says adjust your portfolio, we're gonna adjust the portfolio. We're gonna sell a little bit of these, and we're gonna get into that, or we're gonna add more to another actual position. Just follow the process and do not deviate from it, because some people join, but then they start doing their thing on their own, and that's how they don't make money. And then they said, nah, this doesn't work. Hey, and then when they call me, I said, hey, you said that it doesn't work. Did you follow the process? Well, I sold, but why did you sell? The CIO didn't tell you to sell, right? No. Okay. So it wasn't our fault, it's yours, because you're not following the rules. So you
Yep.
have to have patience and let the product, the portfolio grow for you.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. It's so funny, Edgar, to see everyone get tricked by the get rich quick overnight schemes, right? And then see
Exactly.
everyone fail with it.
That psychology is already embedded in our head. Believe me.
Sure.
Believe me that it is. You're right.
Yep. So yeah, guys, let's just go invest like the billionaires. It's really simple. We're laying it out for you guys, giving you those risk parity portfolios. Okay. And literally, guys, every billionaire investor in the world invests this way. Every $1 billion hedge fund on planet Earth uses risk parity as well. The cool thing is, guys, it's scalable to the exact amount of capital you have to use or can use today. Okay. It's really cool. With the way Jason set it up, it's a genius product. Okay, guys. So I told you we give you some bonuses, right? Later in the portfolio today. So bonus alert, get it. You're going to get a free one-on-one session with Jason Cox, our Chief Investment Officer, when you join our team today. Okay, his father is actually going to be your dedicated support specialist. So as so many people have said is, oh, man, all of these other companies I failed with, all the option companies that took all my money, they just ran my trades. I didn't make any money. I couldn't even talk to someone when I needed help. Guys, you can pick up the phone and call Victor. He's Jason's father. Okay. And he's going to schedule your one-on-one call with Jason once you sign up today. Okay. Now look, guys, we limit this stuff. Okay. We can't take in 25 clients a day. We can't do that. We're not like JP Morgan. Okay. That each office is taking in 25 new clients a day. Look, guys, we limit it to 3 per day. Okay. And we do that to offer white glove customer service, get you started in a beautiful manner, and let you know that there's someone on the other end of the line to help you if you ever have questions and when you have questions along the way. Okay. Now, so guys, we have a flat fee structure that will save you and your family literally tens of thousands of dollars or possibly even hundreds of thousands, depending on your investment capital. Welcome to a one-time lifetime fee that doesn't scale with your profits. Okay. And we'll cover the big discounts and we're going to gift those out to you guys to see who takes the first 3 spots at the end of the webinar today. Now just saving you money is the best part though, guys. We're also going to educate you, as Edgar just said, and meet with you twice a week in the webinars. Okay, guys, we don't want Edgar to be the only one on this webinar that makes $400,000 with our portfolio. Okay, we want that to be you. We want that to maybe even be your brother-in-law that knows invested in the market and likes learning about the market too. Okay, we want that to be your kids. Right. And I think it's so cool because so many of our clients that are, kind of 60s, 50s and 60s plus, they're building portfolios for their kids and their grandkids outside of their portfolios too. Right. With our help. And it's so cool, guys, because it's just one fee. And this way you can actually learn everything we understand. Okay. That way you can relay this knowledge to your kids and your grandkids to create many generations of wealth, just like Edgar's already doing with his family. And it's so cool, guys. Edgar started with just him, and then quickly brought in his sister and his brother. Okay. And they're all making money with us. Okay. And it's just cool. It's a natural evolution. Once one person's successful with something, they want to share it. Right. So guys, the value we provide, we monitor the market over 7,000 hours a year. So you don't have to. Okay. So say goodbye to staring at your phone or your computer all day to follow some options product or some technical analysis program. Okay. You're going to get trade alerts to buy and sell the best assets. My favorite thing is, guys, you're going to have a position calculator. So literally you can plug and play and scale all day long. So let's say like Ashok did, or like Saeed did, Ashok started with 225,000 today. Okay. So maybe down the road, Ashok has to do a minimum distribution on, let's say it's a 401k of 12 grand. Because he has to do that for his retirement account. Okay, so you can type in that 225,000 today. It'll tell him exactly how many shares to buy. What was that, Ashok? Go ahead, bud. What was the question, Ashok?
Yeah, maybe let's say do it before, Wednesday, because I'll be gonna be out Thursday, Friday.
Okay, yeah, put it in today, Ashok.
Noontime, maybe, but I'm sorry, that maybe late, around 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock my time.
Okay, yeah, just get it in today, Ashok, before the close of the trading day. Okay.
Or tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow is fine too.
Okay, yeah, I would do it today because of the pullback, but that's up to you too, bud. Okay, and plus your screenshot from today to tomorrow will change a hair. Because the prices will adjust. So I would definitely get that in today. Okay. But it's pretty cool. So let's say Ashok does decide to be one of, yeah, absolutely, Ashok. let's say he does decide to be a client today, guys, he can go into our website,
Mhm.
type in that 225,000. And then when let's say he's ready to take out 10 grand to buy his
Okay. No, I
grandkid a
did
car or
receive
something.
that one. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank-
he can
Mhm.
then enter
Okay.
in that,
Bye.
that profit, guys, in the position calculator. So he can take out that profit, okay, and take exact profits and stay in balance. Okay, so you're going to use the position calculator to enter, and then also when you want to take some profit out to use for expenses or to take your family on a trip of a lifetime, whatever it is for you guys. Okay. Make sure to save my number, guys, so you can call me with any questions. I'm a partner in the firm. Okay, important note, we only allow 3 clients to join our team each day. So if you're in the seminar now, guys, I'm going to message you the $15,000 lifetime savings pass now before we raise some prices by 4x again. So we're going to do that in 2022, guys. So get in now, okay, and get in before the 3 spots are gone today. Okay, now, if you're in the seminar now, guys, and you have less than $500,000 to invest, I want you to write down John's number and you're going to call him directly. Okay. So John is an awesome investment consultant, guys. His number's on the phone, or his number is on the screen, 505-610-1334. Okay. So take a minute to write that down, guys. Okay. Very, very good. Awesome. Okay. So that's the, if you have under $500,000, guys, call John. Now, if you have over $500,000, guys, I want you to call me instead. Okay. Oops. Where did that? Okay. Oops. Huh. I don't know where I put my number, but I'll write it up here. Okay. And sorry about that, folks. I had the slides change just a hair. So guys, if you have over $500,000, I'm going to put my number on the screen to call. Okay. And my number, folks, is, once again, it's 505, just in case you don't have it written down yet, 322 7515. Okay. So if you're using more than $500,000 total, guys, across 401ks, IRAs, cash accounts, LLC accounts, it doesn't matter. If you have more than 500,000, folks, give me a call. And I absolutely look forward to talking with you. 505-322-7515. Once again, folks, if you do have less than 100,000, give John a call. His number is 505-610-1334. Okay. So once again, guys, we only have 3 spots available each day. Okay. There's my number too, in case you guys need it. All right. Now, guys, so on behalf of my partners and I, thank you kindly for taking the time to join us today. We hope you learned a few things and started making some monies with our portfolios. Okay. Now, guys, one more thing I'm going to do. So I promised you guys those bonuses. Okay. And I promised you those discounts when we started up the presentation here today. So now I'm going to go ahead and send them to y'all. So let's see here. Matilli, I'm going to send it to you first, ma'am. Okay. Awesome. Matilli, your links are in the chat box there. Okay. SR, I'm sending you your discounts now. Okay. Ashok, I'm sending you the links, okay, and the discounts. And this will include that $2,000 bonus, guys, and your one-on-one call with Jason. Okay. Gugu, I'm sending you your links right now, bud. Very cool name. I've never seen that last name before. Very, very cool, Gugu. From what I've learned from a ton of clients, is probably originally from a country in Africa and in the States here, and looking for some help in the markets because it's something you don't learn as a kid growing up in Africa. Love my African clients. Look forward to working with you, bud. Okay. JK, your discounts are in place. Elaine, I'm sending you your discounts there. Okay. Robert Temple, I'm sending you your discounts there. Okay. And Artie Libre, sending you your discounts now, and they are in the inbox there, folks. Okay, perfect. All right, guys. So if you're in the webinar live now, click on the links in the chat box to sign up now. Now, if you do have additional questions, guys, if you have less than $500,000, call John, 505-610-1334. Okay, and if you have more than $500,000, call me, 505-322-7515. Awesome, guys. On behalf of my partners and I, thank you kindly for taking the time to join us today. We hope you learned a few things and started making some money with our portfolios. Okay. Once again, guys, huge takeaways from today's webinar. Number one, we use risk parity portfolios. Number two, you're always going to have downside protection. Number three, our most aggressive strategies up well over 300% for the year, turning every $100,000 into $425,000 here today. So I look forward to that, guys. Get those portfolios built out today. Okay, the sooner you get them built out, the better off you're going to be and the more money you're going to make. All right, folks, thank you kindly for your time. If you're in the webinar live now, guys, go ahead and click that link in the chat box to sign up. Also, if you have less than $500,000, you're watching this on the YouTube video replay, give John a call, 505-610-1334. If you have more than $500,000 total to invest, guys, call me, 505-322-7515. Once again, team, thank you kindly on behalf of my partners and I for taking the time to join us here today. Okay, JK says you can't open the link for the 2K. Okay, hold on one second, JK. Let me test that for you, bud. Hold on one second. I know okay, cool. You know, it worked for me, bud. Let me get you, this is the $2,000 discount one. Let me send that to you again, JK. Okay, I'm gonna send it to you. Okay, cool. Yeah, JK said maybe his browser. Here you go, bud. Okay, try that again. Okay, and that should work for you, bud. And it may take just a minute, JK, to open up. Cool. Okay, guys, so very, very good. Once again, we'll cover track records once again. Our high risk up 326.33%. Okay, cool. Awesome, JK. We look forward to working with you, bud. Absolutely an honor and a pleasure to host you here this morning. Okay. We look forward to the honor of helping you and your family grow capital in the safest manner possible. Follow the system, you're going to do well. Okay. All right, guys. Once again, high risk. Okay. Up 326.33%. A lot of our millionaire and multimillionaire clients, guys, they like to scale back their risk a little bit if they have a lot of capital to use. So they're using that 90-10 blend that we talked about earlier today. So absolutely look forward to working with you, folks. I wanted to just cover that one more time before we hop off. Show you our ugly mugs up on the screen one more time before we do hop off. Okay, cool. Nice. And JK, you will get that $2,000 bonus and one-on-one call with Jason with the annual as well. Okay. Very good. So let's see here. JK, do you have any questions, bud? And your mic's unmuted if you'd like to say hello. Matilli, your mic's unmuted if you'd like to say hello. SR, your mic is unmuted. Artie, you're unmuted. Gugu, you're unmuted, bud. And Elaine, you are unmuted if you guys would like to jump in and say hello. If you have any questions too, before we hop off, happy to cover those for you.
Yes, hi, Dean. I do have a question, please.
Sure.
My question is like, I have the fund I'm trying to relocate from a different account that I have. It's not cash money. I need to sell some stock. Okay. I didn't want to sell at a loss.
Yeah, so many clients meet us, Matilli, that they have a position that's not working. And look, when did you buy it, Matilli? The stock?
In November. I started in November. Actually, right now, not all of them, because my loss is on my almost like I'm close to my principal. Like I invest $167,000, and right now I'm 160. So I'm going up.
Okay. Yeah.
So should I wait?
So I wouldn't, Matilda. Look, with that amount of capital, I would recommend our most aggressive strategy. Okay. And just to give you some numbers here as a comparison, right? If you would have used, it was at 150, was it 147 that you started with?
157 that I'm in right now, but my principal, what I invest, 167.
Okay. Yeah. So let me get you some data here, right? So some math just to compare. So what I'm going to do is draw this up on the screen. Okay. And so let's say Matilda, guys, instead of making, kind of like a 2 to 3% return over the last year with her position, right, or whatever asset it was, let's say if she put in the 147,000 behind our strategy, okay, she'd now be sitting on a profit. We'll do the math on it here just so we can show everyone. Okay. So what we'll do is just put the calculator up here. Okay. I'm going to put up 140,000. Or 147, that's right. And if she would have made 326.51% return, she'd be currently sitting on, instead of a profit of about 20 grand, she'd be sitting on a profit of kind of like where Edgar was at $479,669.
Oh. That's if I knew about you at the beginning of the year. So it was just selling off. Another question for you then. So like it would take time. You want to sell off the stock for the money to be available. How does that work?
Yeah, great question, Matilda. So you just type in how much you'd like to sell, okay, into our position calculators. It'll tell you exactly how many shares to sell to. So
okay. So I don't have to sell all that share.
Right. So so let me go back over to that page. Okay. So yeah, let's say you wanted to do hold on one second here. Let's just say you wanted to do the that with let's say you put in the 167 today. So this might be good for you too, Amelia. I'm gonna type in 167. Okay, and John, let's message this to Amelia too, so she can restructure today if she wants to. Okay. But yeah, Amelia, basically, as long as you get that working, okay, for yourself, you're gonna be good to go. And I just tell you, hey, I don't know if you're not confident one of your positions is going to do a 300% return next year. I am on Ethereum. I would tell you to reposition. Okay. And let's say, Matilda, you're down the road. Okay. Let's say you're 6 months down the road and you want to take out maybe a $6,000 profit to take your kids on the trip of a lifetime. In our website, you can just type in the 6,000. Okay. To take them on an awesome trip, right? Maybe you guys want to go to Hawaii or, I don't know where you guys want to go. Right. But, wherever it is, I personally love Hawaii. I love Florida too, and now live here. Okay, guys. So that would tell you exactly how many shares to sell, Matilda, and then you're still in the same position. Let's say maybe you need to buy a car for your son or something. Okay, and you need 14,000. Well, just enter in 14,000 into the position calculator. It's going to change up the number of shares, but that way you can sell and stay in perfect balance.
Gotcha. Okay, I got Edison.
Okay, cool. Awesome, Matilda. And were you able to click on the links okay that we sent over to you?
Yes, I was able to see everything. So after I'll talk to John about because I think we'll take some time for me to get access to the money once I sell my stocks.
Sure. Okay, cool. Yeah, so if you sell your stocks today, is it a tax deferred account or is it a cash account?
It's I don't know the difference. It's a Merrill Edge account. It's a cash. I bought cash myself.
Oh yeah, then you can sell it and then instantly reposition it today. Yeah, so you can do that in literally like minutes.
Yeah, but Merrill Edge, I cannot buy Ethereum in Merrill Edge.
Yeah, so are you in Canada, Matilli?
No, I'm in New Jersey.
Okay. Yeah, you can buy ETHE in your account instead. Who's
No, it doesn't say they don't allow you to buy any crypto.
who do you have?
Merrill Edge.
Yeah, switch that over to TD Ameritrade or to Fidelity.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
Merrill sucks.
Mm.
You know, it's just being completely honest here, right?
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. But I do have a Fidelity account, but I don't have that much money in it. I barely have $8,000 there.
Oh, here, well, let's get you one for 8,000 in the Fidelity. Yeah, John, do you want to go ahead and send Matillia a structure for 8,000?
Dean,
Okay.
hey, Matillia, is it okay if I call you in a little bit?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yeah, I'm right in the middle of something else, but I'll get to you as soon as I'm done.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Nice. Awesome, John.
Oh, thank you, Dean. So it will be a pleasure. I'll definitely be working with you guys.
Okay, awesome, Matillia. We look forward to it, okay? And John, I'll get you the portfolio for 8 to start.
Okay, thanks.
Yep. Okay, cool. Yeah, Todd, if you want, but I can get you a portfolio. Just let me know how much you'd like to invest. We'll get that built out for you. Okay, and I'm gonna have to hop off here in just a minute too, guys. I actually I'm behind on 2 calls. I need to return to see who takes those spots today. But yeah, Todd, just let us know the amount you'd like to start making money with. Let me know your cell phone number and your email, bud. And yeah, absolutely. Todd wants to know the investment structures again. You know what, Todd, actually just replay the video about 5 minutes after we hop off. It's going to cover every single asset we have. Okay. It's going to show you exactly how many shares to own in there, Todd, and to build it with perfect balance, right? So the number one asset in our high risk portfolio is the Ethereum play. Okay. And with your stock account, you don't need a crypto account. Okay. With your Fidelity, with your TD, with your Schwab, with your E-Trade, with your TradeStation. Okay. What you can do, folks, is simply buy ETHE. It's an investment trust. It's really similar to an ETF. Okay. But you can buy that, guys, literally in your stock account in seconds. And that will get you that exposure to Ethereum. It's really cool. Also, what we do then, Todd, is we then also have to keep that position safe, we counterbalance that with our inflation play. Okay. That one is NRGU. Okay. That's the best performing ETF in the US stock market this year. Okay. Then you can also counterbalance the ETF growth play with the rare earth metals play. Because what's the only risk to the parabolic unstoppable growth of Ethereum and also technology just in general? Well, it's actually the core materials that we use to build technology pieces. That's the rare earth metals, right? So think copper, palladium, okay, lithium, all these rare earth metals, guys, could potentially be a threat to the growth of not only Ethereum, but every single piece of technology on Earth, because the only thing that we think is going to stop technology from constantly growing and changing the world and changing business constantly for the rest of our lives, guys, is not being able to have enough rare earth metals to support them, which isn't the case, but the best way to hedge it, put all these in the portfolio together. Okay. So sure, we're an aggressive setup. Okay, and then protect it with UVXY, our volatility hedge that went up almost 1,200% in the crash of 2020. Okay, yeah, and Todd, yeah, but just let me know how much you'd like to test out. I'll send you a screenshot, bud. Okay, and be happy to get that built out for you. If you want to talk one-on-one, Todd, just call myself or John too, bud. Okay, awesome. What a great webinar. Okay, Saeed, Artie, Gugu, Elaine, Robert, Todd, any additional questions, guys? Nice. Yep. Edgar was saying that he got into REMX at 78 and it's doing incredibly well for him. Awesome, Edgar. Yep. Very, very good, team. Okay. So I'm going to go back to the end of my presentation, guys. Once again, any questions? If you have over $500,000, guys, call me at 505-322-7515. If you have under $500,000, call John 505-610-1334. Okay, cool. Yeah, Elaine, give me a call, or John, depending on where your investment capital is today. Okay. We'd love to help you, Elaine, and we look forward to that one-on-one call with you. Okay, so if you have under $500,000, call John 505-610-1334. If you do have more than $500,000, give me a call 505-610-1334. Perfect, guys. All right, killer presentation today. All right, guys, there's no magic formula for getting rich. Success in investment vehicles with the best prospects for price appreciation can only be achieved through proper and rigorous research and analysis. Folks, that's what we do for our clients. So look forward to working with you all. Okay, we now have clients in 19 countries around the world, and we're supporting more than 1,000 clients today. Just remember, folks, we do limit how many people that we let in the door each day. Okay, and that is limited to 3 people. So give us a call, guys. We look forward to helping you. Okay, and showing you what risk parity is and why every billionaire on the planet is using it today. You guys are going to get that free bonus too, guys, when you do sign up for our upgraded service on the pay side. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Elaine, if you're I'm down in Florida, you can call me right up to about 5:15 Eastern time. Okay. Very, very good. Yep. And then you can call John even later too. John's in Mountain Time, so he could take your call up to 7 o'clock, or, your time. Very, very good. Yep. So just call either one of us, Elaine. It just depends on the investment capital. We'd love to help you. Yep. My pleasure, ma'am. Thank you so much, Elaine, for the great questions and joining us here today. I appreciate it. All right, guys. All right. So that's going to go ahead and end the portfolio for the day, guys. Look forward to working with you. Matili, Saeed, Artie, Gugu, Lan, Robert, absolute pleasure to meet you all briefly. We look forward to building trust with you. We look forward to sticking money into your pocket and educating you on how the crooks in charge of the destruction of the dollar control the market. All right, team. Appreciate everyone's time. Have a wonderful day. Give us a call if you have any additional questions. We're here to help. Truly appreciate your time from the bottom of my heart, folks. Here's to happiness, health, and wealth. Have a wonderful day.